Contact records store core information for each contact in your database. To open a contact's record, double-click the contact in the contact list. You'll notice there are several tabs across the top of the contact record for storing different kinds of information. The exact list of tabs varies from one database to another because you have the option of which ones to show. The Summary tab is a summary of this contact in your database. So at a quick glance, you can see some standard information about the contact, like their name, phone number, email, street address, contact types, and some recent communications you've had with them. The Basic tab is for storing demographic information about the contact, name, gender, and letter salutations. The letter salutation is what goes after "Dear" in a letter when you do a mail merge. Sumac shows what default it will use, so often you do not have to enter anything into this field. You can specify information about handling donations for a contact. You can enter free-form notes, but you rarely need to do this because there is almost always a better place to put information. You can enter an alert to record something special or unusual about this contact. An alert makes a contact red in the contact list. Now, whenever someone looks at this contact, the alert message shows up first, before the contact record appears. Click to specify contact types and communication preferences for this contact, so you know the kind of contact this is, as well as what information they do or do not want to receive from you. If you have Sumac's Volunteers module, you can also click any applicable volunteer types for this contact, so you can classify your volunteers. The Relations tab lets you relate any contact with any other contact in your database. This records the network of contacts within your database. For example, perhaps you have an organization contact in your database, as well as some individuals who work at that organization. Recording a relationship between the organization and the contacts who work there helps you track which of your contacts works for the same organization. Click New to create a new relationship between those contacts. Choose the type of relationship you want to create. Click the contact icon to choose the related contact. Click OK to return to the contact record. The Residence Address tab stores the contact's home address. Sumac understands and automatically formats several countries' postal codes. It also automatically formats phone numbers for you. You can use this address when mailing to a contact's home address. The Business Address tab looks a lot like the Residence Address tab, but it is for this contact's work address. It also stores fields for title, department, and organization at the top, as well as fields for an assistant at the bottom. There's also a checkbox that tells Sumac to use this address for mailings, so that if a contact has both a home and a work address, Sumac knows which address to use for paper mailings. The Vacation Address tab lets you store a contact's vacation address and effectivity dates. So if, for example, you know that this contact always goes on vacation to their family's cottage for 2 weeks every July, you can still keep in touch with them while they're away. The Facts tab allows you to store a variety of facts about your contact. Click New to create a new fact, and choose what kind of fact you want to create. Facts allow you to record information about this contact's personal history, like education or employment, as well as other types of information, like their giving history with organizations that are similar to yours, or any planned gifts you know this contact intends to make. Recording this information in your Facts tab also makes that information searchable, so you can easily find contacts with facts of a particular type. Note that a giving history fact does not describe gifts to your own organization, since they are recorded in detail in donation records. Instead, a giving history fact describes donations made by this contact to other organizations. The Picture tab allows you to include a small photo of a contact within their record. It's occasionally quite helpful to be able to look at a photo of a contact to quickly jog your memory before a meeting, for example. The Funder tab comes with the Fund Requests module. It lets you record information about a funding body, like the funding programs they run. If you do not have the Fund Request module in your installation of Sumac, this tab will not appear. The Membership Directory tab comes with the Memberships module, and it lets you define how you want this contact to appear in your membership directory. If you do not have the Memberships module in your installation of Sumac, this tab will not appear. The History tab lets you view an entire history of interactions with this contact, communications, donations, and any other related information. If you want to view the contents of any of these records, you can double-click the record in the list to view the details. The History tab also includes a donation summary at the top, so at a quick glance, you're able to see a summary of this contact's donation history, like how many donations they've made, their largest, smallest, and average donation size, as well as which years they've donated. Now, tabs from History to the left are all standard and defined by Sumac. However, many organizations include additional custom fields in the contact record. Your Sumac administrator can customize the contact record to add any additional tabs for including that additional information. Click OK to save any changes you've made to a contact's record. Check out more training videos to learn more about Sumac.